I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever
It's funny, of all the race... Yes! What a win! Nice work. Maybe give them some space for a while. I don't think they're accustomed to losing. Hey G, caught an editorial today. Horizon Hall of Fame shoe-in. I suspect Jamin wrote it, but he makes some good arguments. How would the shoe-in feel about another Horizon adventure?
Thanks for the subtle hint, Hayley.
just been challenged to a head-to-head.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 meters, turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Oh, no, how did this happen?
Hey, it's okay. Talk to me.
You know how I run monthly races at the workshop for the apprentice mecánicas y mecánicos who work with me? It gives them a chance to show off their projects and test their skills.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
It is, or it was until this month. That new kid, Aurelio, he beat me in a drag race.
Ali, are you saying the big tragedy is that you've lost one race?
How is that not una tragedia? Come on, we have work to do.
You sure you've bought enough race cars? Alec, you don't have to win every single race. I don't.
It's not just one race. Aurelio runs a custom engine setup. He's a brilliant mecánico too. Maybe even better than me.
Ale, that's ridiculous.
Good. You and me, my friend, we're going to show everyone how it's done.
Yes, boss.
We're going to start with the early days of motor racing. Drop by when you can.
Sure thing.
All these adventures look amazing. Glad I don't have to pick one.
So, I'm here. Where are you?
Running late. Sorry. Things are a little wild with the Fiesta de la Luna coming up.
Wait. What's the Fiesta de la Luna?
It's a full moon tonight, my friend. Horizon's throwing an all-night fiesta at the resort. I thought you and I could attend.
Well, I do like a good party.
You and the rest of Mexico. Nos vemos pronto! Woo-hoo-hoo! Sorry I'm late! You and Jay are hard to catch! Wait, where is Jay?
Just following the plane. I think I'm close. Woohoo! Just in time.
Good to see you, Jay! Now, on to Playa Azul. Vámonos!
So what happens at a full moon party?
People celebrate the glory of the moon, of course. There's fireworks and there's music and dancing until the sun comes up.
Hola, chicos y chicas. The moon shows us her most beautiful face, and Radio Eterna is flying into Playa Azul for the Fiesta de la Luna. Won't you join us?
We head west to the canyons to find a stunt outpost. But tonight,
Fiesta de la Luna!
explore the party, my friend. Have fun! Half these people came for the fiesta, but the other half came just to see you. Hola, everyone! You bring the full moon, I'll bring the big star. I know you don't need help entertaining a crowd, but just in case, I rigged up some pyrotechnics for you. Boom! Oh, don't worry, they are also cheering for you.
Oh man, I love parades. They're always kind of slow though, don't you think? Imagine if we had a few more horses under all those flowers.
Buenos dias! The party's not over yet. Let's push this float to its limits.
I've gone and set up some PR stunts. Let's see what this float can do.
Head for the canyons. Our outpost awaits.
Yes! Speed trap! This float can move.
Radio Eterna, what a night. But for some, the party keeps on going. This Horizon parade float is fast. Almost as fast as the handsome young man at the fiesta last night who said hola and then ran off.
She remembers me! She remembers me! Did you hear that?
Air crew standing by. Everything is ready for your canyon jump.
Canyon jump? You can't drive something like this at Horizon and not test it out on a danger sign. Let's do this!
Remy! This is wild!
What did I tell you, my friend? Horizon brings it out in all of us. Good luck!
Okay, here we go. Hit the danger sign! Best idea ever.
Alright, I'm not sure if we'll be able to salvage the parade float. Totally worth it though! My plan is to make this the place for PR stunts. So, I'll get to work on the PR, and you get stunting.
I've already built a load more PR stunts. Which one do you want to try out first?
Hey G, Horizon Rush is fully operational. PR stunts are great for the festival, as long as you keep driving so stylishly. Can you do that? Hola, amigo. Every racer who comes into the garage asks about you. I say you're coming for them next. You should see their faces. Hey G, sorry to bother a future Hall of Famer, but can I have your input on this next adventure?
So who is this Darius guy?
Champion of Horizon Colorado, 2012. He does not play well with others. When I say does not play well, I mean, well, he basically cheats. You're gonna have to cut corners, because Darius will. Bring it, Darius, if that is your real name. Listen to this absolute tune! It takes me back to Colorado like it was just yesterday. I remember the forecast for high energy, scattered rhythms, and plenty of thundering engines.
You remember exactly what you said?
Yeah. Why, is that weird? You know, back in the Colorado days, 250 drivers battled it out in the Horizon Heats to become the Horizon champion. To get there, you had to work your way through the Star Showdowns. Woo! What a bunch! Ramona, Ali, Duke, Marco, Zachy, Haley, oh, and of course, Darius Flint. Kid, I may have done a little bit too much trash talking on the phone, and now I really need you to win. Bring it, Darius, if that is your real name. Listen to this absolute tune! It takes me back to Colorado like it was just yesterday. I remember the forecast for high energy, scattered rhythms, and plenty of thundering engines.
You remember exactly what you said?
Yeah. Why, is that weird? You know, back in the Colorado days, 250 drivers battled it out in the Horizon Heats to become the Horizon champion. To get there, you had to work your way through the Star Showdown. Woo! What a bunch! Ramona, Ali, Duke, Marco, Zachy, Haley, oh, and of course, Darius Flint. Horizon, Colorado was a special gig. I learned to snowboard there. Well, you know, I bought some lessons and a $500 ski jacket, and then I broke my ankle. And I did the whole festival from the base arena booth in a cast. Good times. Good times.
Kid, I may have done a little bit too much trash talking on the phone, and now I really need you to win.
This is a big investment, my friend. If you're sure, I'll call the owners and vouch for you. I'm sure they'll hand over the keys when they know it's you.
Oh, right. I get it now.
To be honest, though, it was me who needed your help, not Papa Fernando.
I can't fault that logic. Who are the other racers?
It's this new street racing crew that's been hanging around. I think they're here to see what you can do. Let's show them. Oi, he's eager. But this isn't really a street race. There's no checkpoints, just the finish line. So keep to the route and get there first. It's hard to overstate the effect that the Beetle had when it arrived in Mexico in 1954. Before that, all we had were these huge American cars. So this new European-style car with its shape and light chassis and those adorable headlights and an engine that anyone with a tractor could fix was, well, a complete game changer. They were so exciting that they were displayed at the Ciudad Universitaria in Mexico City, and there were lines to come and see this new car. Production of the Beetle started in Mexico soon after 7 of them finished the Carrera Panamericana. Before that, people were a bit worried about reliability, you see. We Mexicans love a good-looking car, but a car that can do work is better. The Panamericana convinced us, and in '61, Automex had assembled 250 of them. By '62, the first plant had opened in Jalostoc, making 10 of them a day. We love that car. So another plant opened in Puebla in 1967. And in '71, El Bocho became the official taxi of Mexico City, which is why you see so many of them today. It's funny. The first Bochos were imports, or CKDs. But in 1971, we were exporting them to Costa Rica, and back to West Germany, Austria, Belgium, everywhere in Europe. It was a sad day in 2003 when the last Volkswagen sedan Última Edición rolled off the production line and went home to the Volkswagen Museum in Wolfsburg. So, that is a great car. Probably the most iconic car in all of Mexico. Ay, es increíble que un auto tan pequeño deje un vacío tan grande. Adiós, sedan. Thanks. I'll call you when I've got that next one ready. I have a brilliant idea!
Another one. What happened to the previous idea?
This one is better. Meet me in town.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. meters. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Turn left. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do.
turn sharp left.
Nice! Working through those speed zones, yeah? Give me a minute to reach Festival Ops next time. I want to watch.
Arrived at your destination.
Yikes! You might not be able to take that thing in competition, but it sure can shake up some speed traps.
Turn sharp left.
Stars across all speed traps. Are we undertuning these or... No, wait. I forgot, it's you. The scores are probably fine. Awesome! Wait. Now go do another one, and I'll have my camera phone ready this time.
Hey G, weather's cleared up, so we're moving ahead with the new seasonals. Perfect race conditions. Hey G, Ramiro tells me the trails are pretty much dried up. Ready for another festival playlist schedule? Turn around when it is safe to do so.
destination.
Hola, hola! Remember the old book I told you about? I went and dug it out of a box at my padre's place. I want to try and find something.
And you need a driver.
And I need a driver. Yeah, bien. Head for Las Barrancas. I'll explain on the way.
So, what are we looking for?
My favorite book is called El Camino de Sidney Wolverstone, about an explorer who traveled Mexico 200 years ago. In her book, she describes these Atlantis she found, giant statues. But there aren't supposed to be any of those near here.
Giant statues? From an old book?
That aren't supposed to exist, yes! I've been piecing together clues from the book. Do you think you can get this car right into the river at the bottom of the Copper Canyon?
You really don't know me very well.
That is increíble. How has no one ever found this before? Hey, amigo! According to the book, there is a statue at El Arco de Cabo San Lucas. Wolverstone said she found it at sunset, but I thought we could try an experiment. I've worked out where the book says the statue should be. We can set out and reach the area around mid-morning and see what we can find. Or the other option is we get to El Arco just as the sun sets. If you believe the story, that's when we'll find the statue.
It's time to expand. What are we doing next?
400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Remy, I have a vehicle, but no guide.
Small change of plans, my friend. Tell me, have you ever seen an active volcano up close? Meet me at the top of the mountain. You don't want to miss this.
Whoa! What was that?
That's nothing. Just a small tremor. Yaris 200 suspension can handle it, no problem. My friend, there is a lot of smoke coming out of this volcano. You might want to get up here pronto.
Fast! Got it! On my way!
Hey, Ramiro, the festival operations team are tracking some activity around the volcano. That wouldn't happen to be exactly where you're taking my superstar driver, would it?
Está bien, Haley. This is really only a small eruption. Nothing to worry about.
Fine. Just remember we have an outpost to set up, yeah?
Isn't this incredible? The volcano has never been like this before, or it's waking up for Horizon! The top, we should do our tests and then get out of here, my friend. The Baja is waiting and I think the volcano is getting angrier.
Angelica Garcia coming to you live from the Horizon XS chopper. That's right, we have a chopper. We're flying high over Mexico to see one superstar driver take on the fury of the Gran Caldera volcano. Don't go anywhere.
Looks like you're attracting the local news. You're on TV!
It looks safe, but there's vapor everywhere! This expedition looks to be heading straight to the active crater of the volcano! This might be the most rock and roll thing ever! We'll be back soon!
Remy! Did they say anything about steam vents?
See? Believe it or not, they said opening them, say with a car, actually helps release the geothermal energy.
Keep going, superstar! Don't let the Gran Caldera defeat you! Horizon XS is cheering you on!
Coming up on the crater now, Remy!
Copy that! Feel free to turn on the air conditioning. You made it! Yeah, Rachel! I spoke to Haley and they say we have some time. In fact, there are some things she wants us to do up here. For science, you know?
For science! Yep! Should be enough water in the can for a sample.
Excuse me, pilot. Mind if we take a detour on the way? I swear I saw some kind of barn or something out there.
Suited and booted. Come at me, science.
seismometer. You're getting the readings? Buenísimo. We should be heading down soon.
Probably not how the geologists do it, but...
Hey! Science is problem solving!
I promised I'd show you an active volcano up close. Now, I think the show's over.
Yep, that's enough playing with fire for one day.
Oh, that was a big one! I think the volcano is telling us we've overstayed our welcome.
Agreed. Let's go. I'll see you at the bottom, Remy.
Good thing I know the fastest way down. Don't look back!
Trying my best.
Woohoo! Eso! Bien! You faced the volcano. Now let's see how you handle some real Baja racing, my friend. Vamos! I know an old Baja circuit that would be perfect. I didn't plan on us entering a race already, but here goes nothing.
And we're into the final lap. Oh, but what's this? Some new competitors have entered the arena. Ah, this is awesome! Vamos! The crowd goes wild!
Legendary Baja racing, my friend!
We've never seen anything like this! And they go across the finish line!
Horizon Baja, standing shoulder to shoulder with the Baja 500 and 1000. Legendary cross-country racing.
You know how to make an entry. Welcome to Horizon Baja. Well, what do you think of the place? This will be the destination for cross-country racing. You in? Here's the new cross-country event program to start. So I will see you out there.
Meet me here when you're ready to set out. We'll reach El Arco by mid-morning easily. Hey, G.
Attendance has already skyrocketed at Horizon Baja. Guess we're not the only ones who always dreamed of coming here. Keep bringing them in, superstar. 200 meters. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Arrive at your destination.
All right, let's get going. The sun's setting, but we have enough time to get there along the beach. I'm excited. Do you think we'll find it?
To be honest, I don't know. But I'm getting the sense that there's more to Mexico than meets the eye.
Wolverstone was also a, ¿cómo se dice what's the word? Botanista? A botanist, a natural historian, and a pretty decent artista. You want to talk about las maravillas de Mexico? Just read about her life. Several sites where Sydney Wolverstone found statues. She believed they weren't Aztec though, which is interesting because they look Toltec to me, but even that isn't really clear. We know so little about the Toltecs, about the whole pre-conquest era, in fact. There are so many undiscovered sites, so much forgotten history in Mexico, so many things we don't know about the people who've lived here for thousands of years. There, down onto the beach. The book says, we found the statue by the ark looking out across the Pacific in the warm light of the setting sun. Interesting. The design doesn't seem entirely Aztec, but it does remind me of Tlaloc, the rain god. This is amazing. I'll work out where the next one should be and give you a call.
Where does the trail lead from here?
South and inland. I'm sure of it. I'll be in touch. There it is! Right in the sun where the book said. Grab a picture of it.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Hey, amigo! I've been reading the diary over and over. I think Lady Sydney's expedition came inland, but... No sé, it's hard to find the evidence.
Turn left.
Ok, mira, escucha. Listen to this. El pueblo de Mulegé, un oasis tranquilo. If she made it to Mulegé, the expedition must have traveled upriver. I still can't believe this. I used to take the book to mi escuela and my teachers told me Lady Wolverstone's adventures were as fictional as Pedro Páramo or Sherlock Holmes.
So she never got any credit?
Never asked for any. She said she was writing stories for her grandchildren. But if they're true, her story deserves to be told. And you and I can prove it. Vamos, to Mulegé. Let's go. We can start in the center of town and move outwards. Lady Sydney writes that a local bruja, a wise woman, said the statues were only visible on certain days in the rain because they are statues of Tlaloc.
I still think it's the trees hiding it. But call me when you work out the next location, okay?
Hola, amigo. Haley called to ask about the promo shots, but when I told her about the diary, she said they could wait. Come pick me up. We need to go to Agua Azul.
I'll be right over.
In 400 meters, turn left. Meters. Turn left. Turn left. Arrived at your destination.
Ready to head for Agua Azul? Eso bien. We might get a little wet.
I'll keep the windows closed.
Okay, a ver. Okay, let me translate this part. The cool waters of Agua Azul quenched our thirst and inspired our hearts. In the heart of the blue water is where we found them.
Them? Are we looking for more than one statue, maybe? And in the heart of the blue water? What does that mean, I wonder?
No, but so the question is, why was the diary of Lady Sydney Wolverstone published as fiction? She was really here. She really had aventuras all over Mexico.
Maybe she didn't want to be famous.
Or maybe she didn't think anybody would believe her. Muy bien. Keep heading west. Muy bien, ahí estás. We'll turn off the road near the waterfalls. Oh, the pictures are good. And you know, having pictures means no one can doubt us if we can find the statues again.
Oy, oy, oy. This is big. I have our next lead. Meet me as soon as you can.
Hey G, sorry to interrupt your Hall of Fame chase, but we need to pick an adventure.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Turn around when it is safe to do so. You have arrived at your destination.
I found more of Lady Sydney's papers, original drafts of El Camino. She made pencil sketches of formations that I recognize in the Valle de las Ranas, and she sketched one of the statues.
Lead the way.
Okay, so, they have fantastic creatures carved in rock, and she found the statue early one morning, and get this, it was after a rainstorm.
And this is another statue of Tlaloc. That is interesting. Let's see if we can find it.
El Valle is east of Guanajuato. Mira, let's go. Valle de las Ranas means Valley of the Frogs, though I always thought the stones looked more like fantastical creatures. And Lady Sydney did too. She got sketches in her book. Now imagínatelo, imagine it. Explorers like Lady Sydney came all this way with nothing but ganas y un gran amor for the wilds of Mexico.
She sounds like someone I know.
Yes, yo? I shoot cars for the festival. You do all the work. And my ride is a lot faster than her wagons, no?
We have slightly more than 1 horsepower.
Bueno, I suppose reading El Diario is one of the reasons I became una fotógrafa. I wanted to capture the same belleza she did.
Today, the Valle de las Ranas is one of the most visited natural wonders in Mexico. Lady Sydney definitely knew a marvel when she saw one.
But the guidebooks don't say anything about a Tlaloc statue here.
I have it! No, perdón, no hay tiempo para explicar. Just come and meet me.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't
never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up